Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. It's my college football game preview. The number 7 ranked Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 4 Ohio State Buckeyes. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. So, if you like the video today, please come in and share it. I surely appreciate it here on 100 Yards Football. The Spartans, number 7, going to the Columbus to play the number 4 Ohio State Buckeyes. Take you back in time. Michigan State, so many great players. Plaxico Burgess, Kirk Gibson, Andre Rison, Billy Joe Dupree, Carl Banks, Bubba Smith, Brad Van Pelk, Lorenzen Wright, Clint Jones, Jimmy Ray, Ohio State, Terry Glenn, Joey Galloway, Orlando Pace, the Bozer brothers, Joey and Nick, Eddie George, Keith Byers, Jack Tatum, Chris Spellman, Mike Vabo, Jim Steelwagon. It's going to be history, memories this Saturday in the Horseshoe. Something about this game. I remember when I was 14 years old. Ohio State had Archie Griffin. They played Michigan State up there in East Lansing. And one thing I take away from this series, there was a running back for Michigan State by the name of Levi Jackson. He took it 88 yards for a touchdown, and Michigan State upset Ohio State that day in 74-16-13. But when I look at this game, what I see is star power. What I see is offense. Kudos, first of all, to Mel Tucker. You've done an outstanding job in Michigan State, brother. That's why you're at the top of the list as all the college football head coaches right now. Ryan Day, kudos to you. Because ever since you took over the job, you had Ohio State involved in the college football playoffs. So when I think about these two teams, I think about both of them can score offensively. So I'm going to go back a little time. It makes me think of Midnight Star, Freakazoid, Robots, please report to the dance floor. You know what? It's going to be some Freakazoid. It's going to report to the football field on Saturday in Columbus, Ohio. Let me start with the Michigan State Spartans. They beat Maryland 40-21 last week. Quarterback Patrick Thorne was outstanding, 22 of 30, 287 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 INT. But the guy that's making the Spartans really roll this year, and I couldn't be more proud. He's from the 901, Kenneth Walker III. That's right, Delray Beach. That's right, South Georgia. That's right, South Florida. That's right, California. We got football players where I come from, baby. Kenneth Walker right now, 1,473 yards on the year, 17 touchdowns, 6.5. And then Jalen Reed last week, 114 yards receiving. Boy. Now let's get to Ohio State and they toys, as Bobby Butler said. They offense. Remember the first game against Minnesota? Everybody was saying Ohio State was struggling offensively. Everybody was saying C.J. Stroud, California, LA, wasn't going to be that guy. But you know what? C.J. Stroud had made us forget about Justin Fields. He made us forget about Dwayne Haskins. Last week against Purdue, impressive Heisman, 361 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 INTs. 0 INTs. And the Ohio State offense, averaging 44 points a game this year, 542 yards of total offense. Then they got another toy, Trayvon Henderson, star freshman. Warriors come out to play it. 7 yards a pop, over 1,000 yards on the ground. And then the receiving core, Jackson Smith in. 59 receptions, 1,027 yards, 17 yards a catch. Garrett Wilson, Texas finest, 53 receptions, 813 yards. 9 touchdowns, 15 yards a catch. Chris Avale, 51 receptions, 718 yards, 14 yards a catch, 11 touchdowns. NFL prospect, the number 1 receiver in the 2022 NFL draft. So you know what? It's going to be an explosion out on that field Saturday in Columbus, Ohio. But right now, the one key point to take away from this game, Michigan State is going to score points. No question about it. But Mel Tucker, your defense has been leaking in big games. Against Purdue, you gave up over 400 yards in the air. And right now, I don't care what nobody say. Ohio State lost that game early to Oregon. But right now, the Buckeyes are flying, brother. They like the Georgia Bulldogs defense, the number one team in the country. The Buckeyes offense is ascending. And C.J. Stroud is making his name notice. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful football game. I'm taking the Buckeyes 49, Michigan State 35. It's going to be an outstanding offensive explosion. Freakazoid. One more time. Robots, please report to the dance floor. But you know what? Michigan State, Ohio State, robots, report to the football field. If you like the video today, please comment and share it. I'm your host, Vincent Turner, 100 Yards of Football. I'd like to give special thanks to my producer, Mr. Logan Landers. And my final words, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Dun, 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 dun. God bless.